Welcome to the Yukon in North 61. It's a heat wave, so we're not going caribou hunting. Too far from town, too much time, too much chance of meat spoilage. It's getting up close to 30 during the day, heat of the day. So we are going to keep working on our fitness and maybe next week try a short sheep hunt. And it's supposed to be a little cooler next week, and that's a little closer to home here in Whitehorse. So sold a bunch of stuff at the Whitehorse Gun Show, and ended up trading for drilling. I'm really interested in drillings. And this is a BRNO. This is in a caliber I've always wanted to try, which is the 22 Savage High Power. So it's also known as the 5.6 by 52 in Europe, and it's quite popular there for roe deer, and it's got 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch under. So we're just going to see how it works. What's the model? The model is the ZH 305, 12 gauge 2 3/4 under a 22 high power barrel. 22 high power, like I said. Had a lot of experience in Nunavut hunting caribou with 223s and 22 250s. It shoots a 70 grain bullet at a kind of a 2800 foot per second, so it's in that 223 area, and it'll probably do a good job, although it would be illegal here. So let's see how this gun shoots. 12 gauge 2 3/4 1 1/8 ounce CILs. These are number 6s. You could spruce grouse load 15 yards. Oh yeah, the safety. Oh, that's a nice dense little cluster. It's a little high, but that's a nice dense cluster. Shoot just under your stuff. Look at how nothing's gonna get out away from that. That's at 15 yards. That's good. And that's the 22 high power round. It's basically a 25-35 neck down. It's an archaic looking beast. You know, it feels like a real rifle, and it's a bit stiff, but really tight lockup. And I love the way the cases, they just slip right out, and no pressure signs. Feels good. See how it shoots. A little bit low. Let's try it at a little bit higher distance. Not a bad group. So that's the 22 factory ammo. That's 22 high power. So 25 yards, I got about an inch group. 75 yards, I got about a 3-inch group. I imagine 100 yards, I'd get a 4-inch group. So for roe deer, I guess that would be good. For spruce grouse, I'm probably set for 50 yards, and I can reload and see if I can come up with something better. The one issue is the sights aren't quite perfect. Problem with that gun is I'm gonna have to file the front sight to get it a little higher. So I'm gonna wait till I know what load I've got. And the other thing with cheap drillings is they're not really regulated. So sorry, I shot this target upside down, but those are two 25 grain or two 1 1/8 ounce slugs, and you can see it's shooting quite a bit higher over point of aim. And when I shot at 75 yards, it's all the way up there. So I think they're pretty accurate with slugs, because I think it's either an improved cylinder or modified. Should shoot slugs quite well, but not to the same point of aim. However, with shot, it's pretty easy just to hold a little bit low, and I'll be pretty good. That's a really dense pattern. I like that pattern. But the other issue with that firearm is that because it's got quite a cast and then a cheek piece, man, shooting slugs, it hits you in the cheekbone every time. So I wouldn't want to shoot that as a designated slug gun, because it would give you a headache after about 5. So we had some. I'm not doing this at the range because we had some sheep hunters show up, outfitter, and some of our American hunters have come up with. They're shooting braked 300 Ultra Mags to Remington Ultra Mags to go after poor little sheep. So it was way too loud to stay. So I don't know why they need those big rifles for sheep, but I hope they're okay. Thanks for watching.